Hey guys, Emily Muccianti here today and back with another video related to reading intervention. And today I think I really have a good one for you, especially as we are approaching the new year. At the time of this recording, I think we only have 2 more days left of 2021 and we're moving into 2022. So as you're on vacation and you're reflecting on how your last semester went and how you want the rest of your school year to go, there's some things that I think we can talk about today. And that is, I would like to give you 6 tips to help you be a part of your school community. So before I start, I would love it if you would please like, subscribe, click the little bell down below so you receive notifications when I upload a new video, and share this with somebody who might want to participate in the conversation. And, really leave me a comment, shoot me an email. I love it. I'm getting to know some of my viewers and it's been fantastic. So thank you. Shout out to Louisa today for being a part of that ongoing conversation. I love it. All right, so let's jump right in. So we're at the end of 2021 and I'm going to tell you, as a new intervention teacher, one of the most difficult things to deal with is feeling isolated. Right? Because you're really the only person on your campus who knows what you're dealing with. And from the outside looking in, it might look like you have this really cush job and you know that you are dealing with all kinds of different learners at all kinds of different grade levels with all kinds of different curriculums and programs. So it's important that you find a way to be a part of your school community. And so I want to give you 6 tips that you can do when you come back in January to kind of make yourself available to others so that you can feel a part of that group. Okay, so the first tip I would suggest: organize a gathering. Organize a gathering off campus, something fun, whether it's a little adult happy hour or it's a Tupperware party or something, something that is outside of school where you start to work with and talk with your teachers and socialize and get to know each other on a personal level. This is such a great way to break down some barriers and, just kind of get to know what everybody's background is, especially if you're new to the campus. There's, any kind of a school is really a type of a family. And if you're coming into that group or family a little bit after everybody else, it can feel kind of hard to be a part of it. So take the lead and organize something that you can get some people to come in and join you. And you may even find yourself being kind of the head social person of your school, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's a great way to get to know other people. So that's the first tip: organize a gathering. The second tip is walk around your campus and pop in on teachers, preferably in the beginning if they have any prep time or their kids are out at recess or PE or have lunch, so that it's just the 2 of you or even a small group or a grade level teacher or a grade level group of teachers. But you want to be able to just, hey, how's it going? I have a student of yours. And again, it's kind of like that gathering idea, but on a much smaller scale, so that you can get to know some people. I know that you as an intervention teacher feel isolated, but there are so many teachers out there, especially new teachers, young teachers, inexperienced teachers, teachers that are new to a campus, that are feeling just as isolated as you are. So reach out, check in on each other, and again, just kind of open that door to a friendship. When you start to know people and get to know, their little bit about their personal lives, it's so much easier to work with somebody. So that would be my second tip. My third tip is, if you happen to walk in and watch a teacher teaching, or you are watching them interact with their students, whether it's in the lunchroom, the library, wherever, leave positive feedback. I can't tell you how excited I was when we would have visitors come into my classroom or my lab And somebody would just, as simple as leaving a little post-it note, like, I loved it when you did blank, or this was great, I saw this, something positive. You could walk out, shoot a quick email, and give some praise to a teacher. We have such a hard job, whether it's intervention teachers or classroom teachers or even our administrators. But when you see something that is really wonderful, and whether it's something that is instructionally, you're happy about it instructionally, or just on a more of a personal level with how that teacher is interacting with their students, man, those kind words can go so far. You never know when that teacher has about had it, and your words can be kind of that lifeline. So make sure that you leave positive feedback. And my fourth tip to kind of developing that school community or being a part of that community is share a funny story with the teacher about one of their students. So if you're working with a student and something cute, funny, some light bulb moment, some really great celebration, they've learned something, go and tell the teacher. You have to remember that as an interventionist, the progress they make is not yours alone, just as it's not the classroom teachers alone. This is a team effort, and it takes all of these ancillary programs and people in addition to that classroom teacher to really give that student what they need. And so you are a part of that team, and you want to share those successes that you're finding with teachers, students, and remind them that that is their success as well. Again, it can go so far. The fifth tip I want to mention to you is consider mentoring new teachers, whether it's a formal mentoring as in a BITSA or an induction program, whatever your state may do. Consider being a mentor for a couple of reasons. One, you're working on a really personal level with these new teachers, but two, as a literacy teacher, a reading teacher and interventionist, it's important that you give your new teachers some ideas in how they can intervene in their classrooms, and hopefully help them with some strategies that will make it so much more, the instruction so much more efficient and effective, that maybe fewer of their students down the road would even need intervention. So I always loved mentoring new teachers. It brought me one of the great joys of my day. And it is something that they could really use your wisdom and guidance, because as you all remember, being a new teacher is very tough. And so consider mentoring those new teachers. It's a great way not only to get involved in your school community, but to kind of have a little bit of influence about how that instruction is happening. And I think that's really a good thing to consider. And then the sixth tip to building and being a part of your school community, and this is probably the most important in my opinion, is be a safe place for others. Be a shoulder to cry on. If you have your own intervention room, there are going to be moments where perhaps teachers are able to pop in and chat with you. You might be a place of privacy when they are struggling with something. They may have had a bad email or a bad conversation with a parent or an administrator. I can't tell you how many times I have had colleagues of mine come in on the verge of tears or in tears because they're really struggling. And when you can be seen as a place of safety and support, you are going to help that teacher so much. You are going to be a trusted and valued colleague and friend, and hopefully help them progress in their career. And it just is a place where you, or be at a point in that relationship where you can then go even further. But it's so important that when you do this for other teachers, that you are like a steel vise when it comes to what you hear, what you see, and those conversations. Your conversations have to be privileged. Just like an attorney, what is said to you stays with you. You have to be trusted. And so when teachers are coming to you, you would never reveal anything else about some other situation a teacher or a student is going through. Confidentiality is so important in our line of work, and not just for our students and our parents, but for our other teachers. So if we can be that place, we are going to really show that we care to our other teachers. We will be of value to them, and in turn help their own classes and situations. So those are my 6 tips. A real quick recap. 1 is organize a gathering. 2 is to pop into chat and check in with your other teachers. 3 is to give some positive feedback when you see something great. Number 4, share a funny moment or a great moment that of a student's that you share with those teachers. 5 is to consider mentoring new teachers. And then number 6 is to make sure you are a safe place and a shoulder to lean on when your teachers need you. So thank you so much for joining me today for this video. Please leave a comment. I would love to hear what it is that you need from me. How can I give you value? How can I support you? Visit readinglabsos.com to join our conversation. There are lots of things coming in January with some mentoring and some group and some little mini courses coming. So I'd love to hear what you think about that. Okay, if you need me, you know where to find me, readingdiva06@gmail.com. And again, thank you for what you do, because it is hard, and I hope and wish you the best. Bye for now.